Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to another casted game. And this one, Shake has been banging on to me about it. Widgie, have you casted this yet? You've got to cast it. It's one of the most epic Swedish mirror games you're ever going to cast in your entire life. So, no pressure, Shake. Let's see how good this really is. And first off, it is on one of the new maps to the map pool. It is the map called Horn that I actually haven't even played yet. And this is amazing because you get a berry bush, you get 2 hunts very close to your TC, and you have the sea to the right-hand side here and also to the north as well. There aren't too many whales on it. There's only 4 in total, so it's not a crazy bit of water. But there is an interesting little treasure on the outskirts here, 145 coin on this little island, and you have one on this side as well. For the same. Oh, that's a rescuer actually that you can get there. So let's introduce the players. Of course, we have Shake on the bottom part of the map here, playing in the red as the Swedes, and on the north side of the map we have Inebilizumab, which is Osteo. Osteo, he's kind of an infamous player. Let's just put it that way. A lot of people really cannot stand his toxic kind of play. That's all I know really from Osteo. He loves to play like... He's played Inca in the past. I think he's played Otto. I can't recall. Maybe I'm getting mixed up with Karim. But yeah, that is Osteo in a nutshell. So, first card for Shake is going to be 3 Settlers. Let's have a look at his deck. I've casted many games with Shake and also with Swedes as well. And yeah, nothing really, not a great deal of change here, to be honest with you. Nothing crazy. We have the usual kind of Swedish cards here, so I'm not going to talk around that too much. Let's have a look at Osteo, on the other hand, does have some interesting cards. Actually got a water deck here. 2 caravels and 1 frigate, of course, and an interesting case shot, which is a devastating close-range attack that all artillery units get apart from mortars. And interesting, we do have 5 hacker pellets. We've got no resource crates in Age 3, which is kind of wild. To be honest with you, that is kind of wild. No coin, nothing. And what do we see here? We do actually start off with a catamaran, or catamaran. They're really annoying to say. A bandit catamaran here. Both players get that can fly around and also get some of these treasures here. We can see Osteo here. Eye off the ball a little bit. Shake's going to be going straight, beelining it for that 30 XP. Going to be grabbing that dolphin. Very, very nice. And you can see they basically just throw torches at each other. It's quite hilarious. Shake now on the age up. Sub 3 minutes. Going to be going for the governor. So 200 coin and an outpost is going to be coming his way. And we're going to be seeing some vills transferring to wood. Now, Osteo a little bit behind there, I'd say. Maybe 10 seconds behind. Going to be going for a different age up than Naturalist, which is more of a greedy food age up. I believe you get 2 vills and 2 semi-fattened cows, is it? And 40 food coming in now for Osteo. Hey, by accident, how you doing, man? I just restarted playing AV3 and your videos are a library for the gods. Thank you so much. Yeah, I've probably created over 500 videos for Age of Empires 3. Vast majority of those are sort of out of date, I would say, because there's been so many patches, changes, new civs, new ways of playing the game, all that kind of stuff. So from a competitive standpoint, the majority of them are outdated. However, you know, if you're very new to the game, majority of them still apply. I wouldn't worry about it too much. So Shake actually going for a native TP opening here. Let's have a look at this one. It is the Somalis. And I believe the Somalis get you the Darude Sandstorms, which are a nice anti-artillery skirmisher style unit. Kind of interesting. They basically just shoot the artillery and do a decent chunk of damage. And that's going to be happening. So we do see that we've got salt mines on the map here. 10,000 coin a mine here. They're normally 5,000. Or not even that, actually. Maybe 2,000? So this is kind of wild. So you really want to get out on here and secure these because there's not many on this map. And 10,000 coin a mine is... Baby, that's a lot. Shake here going to be dropping down the outpost, putting a little pressure on. Immediately, a double racks coming in from Osteo. Something you don't normally see this quickly. We're not playing Brits, Osteo. He's doing it. He's not going for a foundry. He's not just going for the one. He's going for the double barracks and immediately chucking in 700 coin as a first shipment here. So he really just wants to pump out Corollians. This is going to be mass Corollians, and he's got to do a lot of damage with this. I must say, he's got to do something with this. And immediately, interestingly, Sheikh going for the Somali Darude militia. I don't know about this. I mean, they specialize at artillery, so you probably want to wait maybe a little bit later for these guys. They're okay as a general kind of unit in battle, but I would probably wait a little bit longer because they do cost a lot of food and wood. And speaking of wood, Sheikh's going to be getting himself 700 straight after his dominions that he's got out. So we don't actually see any dominions, I don't think, by Osteo. Oh, no, he did. Sorry. He went dominions and then he went 700 coin. Oh, no, sorry. He went 700 coin, then dominions. So, yeah, he hasn't gone for it as a first card. So, Sheikh here going to be ahead of the curve a little bit on eco with the more torps that he's got. They have multi versus heavy, do they? They don't. They don't have multi versus heavy. They only have a base of 11 damage. So, yeah, that is not the ideal thing that Sheikh wants to be doing here, you know, because there's no artillery on the map. You kind of want to leave the Darude Sandstorm units till later on in the game when you start to see some of the cannons. Uwu Provider. Hello, big fan. My name's not Big Fan, but I appreciate it. Hello, Uwu. How are you doing, Uwu? Sheikh now going for the old Stuckbrook here, so going to be getting a leather cannon and artillery foundry. It's going to be really, really crucial against the Corollians. And this is quite good for him because Osteo hasn't gone for the Darude militias. So he's going to be okay there, but yeah, unfortunately this is a little bit of a waste, these Darudes. They haven't really been a great use for him, and he's actually getting more out, which is kind of sad to see because that's a lot of wood. Like, he's lost about 9 or 10 of them. So he's lost, like, 600 wood. 600 wood, guys. 600 wood, nearly, on Darudes. And there's no kind of artillery around, so that's kind of sad. They have a decent siege, 20 siege, same as Corollians. Not too sure why Osteo is... Oh, yeah, it's because of the leather cannon coming out there. So, yeah. So, Osteo going for that really hard-hitting start now. That's what he's doing. He's also now gone for the leather cannons as well. So, he is pumping out a lot of units here. Sheikh's going for the more kind of passive eco approach, getting torps out early. The Darudes, we won't talk about the Darudes so much. However, the Darudes are going to come in handy right now because we actually now see some leather cannons. So, now they're going to be useful and they're going to be quite scary. And maybe Osteo needs to think about some Darudes himself, but we'll see. He is going for 3 Hussars. And Sheikh here is going to be getting some further leather cannons out. He's going to have 3 in total now. Yes, Majestät. And also getting a second racks down as well. So he's looking pretty good, playing pretty defensively. 13 torps. These mines are quite good because I thought this was going to be a mine here, but it's just like a geyser or a geyser. Maybe it's a geyser. Yeah, we've kind of got tempo versus eco here, and they seem to be quite neck and neck at the moment. You know, he is going to be losing quite a few of these torps. Doesn't really want to lose too many of them, to be honest. Osteo is starting to creep up a little bit on the torps. He's got 24 villagers. Sheikh on 25. Quite neck and neck. We need maybe a potential cav involvement here from Osteo, and that's exactly what we see. A couple of Hussars coming on the left-hand side. Are they going to be able to nab a villager? No, they are not. I think they may have grabbed one because he's on 20. Oh, that's Osteo. I think he's okay. No, Sheikh definitely lost 1 vil. He was on 25. So 1 vil lost for him. Cav are going to back off for a little bit now. Corollians moving forward. Sheikh going for the 700 coin. This is pretty decisive push is going to be happening here very shortly for Osteo. Osteo now going in for 700 wood. Going to try and get those torps out onto the map. Hopefully get himself some market techs. Yeah, he hasn't even got hunting dogs in yet. We're nearly 10 minutes. No hunting dogs. So really shows you how much he's investing in his Corollians here. Sheikh here is actually looking for the age up. He's got a decent chunk of units there. He can probably defend if he does get pushed. Really needs to get that coin gathered up ASAP. I guess the Torp's going to do it. That's what's quite nice about this. You always forget about that, guys. You can drop off your sort of eco shipments to your Torps. Make sure to click one near your base, though. And it's really, really nice. You don't have to mess around gathering it. And that's what's happening now. You can see it quickly trickling in here. Your Vils could probably gather it as well if you really need to get it in quick. And I think Shake probably does need to get it in quick, to be honest. He's going to lose a few Torps here, having to wait for the age up. I assume he's going to be going for the fast age up. So the good old Exiled Prince. I was going to say Elector Prince. I don't know what I'm talking about. Elector Prince. Okay. So, once again, scores very neck and neck here, ladies and gents. We've seen quite a kind of aggression here and early push out onto the map from Osteo, sieging a decent amount of Torps. Shake opening up with the Darudes a little bit too early, I think. Investing probably a little bit too much wood into them, losing quite a few early on. I think he's probably learnt from his mistake, though. You know, Darude militias, they're not skirmishers, I can confirm. Ranged attack, as you can see here, it does no bonuses. It does, if anything, it's worse, but yeah, it just does no bonuses. It's just a base damage of 11. They're not your skirmisher, ladies and gents. They are for artillery pieces and also for sieging. They're pretty good for sieging. All right, Osteo now going to be going for Engelsberg. He hasn't actually gone for blueberries yet, so... Actually, that's quite interesting. He's, let me see. Does Shake... Yeah, Shake went. No, he hasn't got Engelsberg. So this is very interesting. So normally, what I've been told, if you play Sweden, is that you kind of want to get Engelsberg as soon as you can, because ideally, you don't really want a huge amount of Vils on gold. You really want to get Engelsberg to really improve your gather rate of coins so you can just continue with your eco. And we actually haven't seen that. Maybe that's just me? I'm not too sure. We do now see, however, the first dock going down. Going to be getting onto the map here, taking down the Minke Whale. Osteo going to start to take that water. Shake now in age 3. First card is going to be 2 Falconets. Hussars coming in again, trying to be annoying. Do manage to get the kill. Really, really nice. And Shake now continuing with some natives. Going to be going for the Somali Issa Warrior, which is a heavy infantry unit, kind of like a musketeer or a Gascania. And he's going to be able to take out the Explorer here. Nice bit of XP for him. And now the 2 Falcons, and now this is the time to move. He's got Vet Carolian in as well. He knows his timings down to a T. He knows his macro timings, when to get everything perfect so he can move in. And most likely he's going to be sending 1,000 coin next, I would say. He's going to probably double down on the Falconets. I know what Shake's like. He loves to get like 4 or 5 Falconets. And he is now going to push Osteo's main forward base here. Now Osteo also managing to get into the age up. And he's starting to get onto that water. He's starting to get that eco. He has a fewer Torps, maybe 2 Torps less than Osteo here. Sorry, than Shake. Osteo is now going in for the Vet Carolians, a little bit behind Shake here. Going to be rolling in. Is actually going to be getting the trading post, but is it too late? Is Shake going to spot this? He probably wants to siege this because he doesn't want to get Darudes out. He doesn't want to... Yeah, I would probably maybe think about trying to siege that if you can. I think he's just going to beeline it straight for the front of the base here. And Osteo now switching into Hussars, something you don't normally see from Swedish players. I'd really recommend thinking about Hussars, ladies and gents. Not enough people do Hussars, and it's so, so good. Okay, TP is now down. Are we going to see Darudes coming in? He's got the food and wood available to start creating some. He's out of population. We do see Osteo here. Shake has no idea that this is going to happen. We're going to see a pincer maneuver here. Somali hide shields coming in as well from the native TP. Cav going to try and get in behind. Popping out the militia as well. And now Osteo's going to make it. He's going to put his Carolians into a certain stance. The staggered stance. And now he's going to descend upon it. And he's going to do a fantastic job clearing up those artillery. There's only 1 leather cannon left. And now there's definitely better numbers here for Osteo. And we see some Hussar going in from behind, going to try and attack the Darudes. Pretty decent trade all round. However, reinforcing units from Sheikh here is going to be able to close in on Osteo. TC at 2.5k HP. And we see some Falconets on the way now as well. Do not forget, Osteo is on water. There is a potential that he could run away maybe. I mean, I don't know what you could really build here, but, you know, maybe. Two Falcons going to be coming out now. Is he going to be able to do anything with this? I think Sheikh's probably just going to charge. He has got his catamaran here. Is he going to be able to get these Falcons to safety? The catamaran's like, come with me. Get them on, get them on. Oh, no. Ah. Oh. And now that the Corollians are going to shoot from afar and take the catamaran out. I think it's going to be okay, though. Potentially, maybe not. And now, yeah, Osteo is in a bit of a pickle here, ladies and gents. Sheikh, on the other hand, having a little bit of trouble, actually, at home. I've just realised. I looked and he's got no Vils gathering anything. What is going on? He's getting absolutely idled by a few Hussars there. And what do we see? We do see some of the remaining Corollians coming in from the east now to try and disrupt Sheikh and cause problems. And he is going to be picking off a few Vils here as well. Very nice. Going to start to siege down Osteo stock as well. Is there any plan for him here? What is his plan? He is going to start to get in a frigate to defend the water. I honestly don't know what his plan is going to be. Still got 29 villagers and or fishing boats. These Corollians here, a little bit of an engagement. 9 Corollians versus about 9 Corollians, to be fair. Yeah. Yeah, there's a lot of Corollians, though. Sheikh's got 43 in total. Osteo only got 18 on the map somewhere. Vils are going to be evacuating to the most northeastern part of Horn here. And, oh, my God. He's gonna try and find him. He's looking for him. He knows. Sheikh knows. And he's going after him. He's going to try and pincer him most likely here. See if he can find the Vils. Is he going to find anything? No, he's not. Because they're right here. Now, can he get his frigate over here to save his Vils for a rescue mission? Is it going to happen? Sheikh now in a pretty darn good position, to be honest. I'm very intrigued how Osteo is potentially going to come back from this, if there is going to be a comeback. I'm very intrigued. I haven't seen anything just yet that's absolutely crazy. Now, if any of you have watched this, obviously no spoilers, but I haven't seen anything yet that's absolutely mental. We've seen a pretty decent kind of engagement from both players, good openings, but nothing groundbreakingly crazy. We are seeing, once again, some of Osteo's units here. He's just trying to be annoying. And he's actually going to win this engagement here, but oh my God. Hang on, there it is. There it is. There's the craziness. I did say it, didn't I? I said it. I 100% said it. I said about the north side. I said, oh, you know, you could maybe build something here, but the trees, they're all in the way. And now that's exactly what's happening. He's building a torp amongst the trees here as well. And he's got his frigate all ready to go. Don't know if Sheikh's actually spotted any of this. No. So from Sheikh's point of view, that we're looking at right now, he's pretty much cleared everything on the map. There is a torp off to this distance here. And he needs to be careful here because Sheikh's gonna... Yeah, he's already spotted it, obviously, isn't he? He spotted it, but there is... Hang on a minute. There is a frigate coming in. He needs to get that dock down. He needs... Oh, Osteo needs to deal with this dock if he can. Pretty quick. I don't think he's going to do it, though. That is unfortunate. A frigate is going to pop out of here very, very shortly. There it is. Oh, there is the special attack there from Sheikh. Vasa versus Nuskeln. And Osteo here is going to be getting the Prospector wagon out. Absolutely amazing. That's what he needs. There's no gold mines on this island, so it's absolutely perfect for him to get that. And he's going to be able to get 3 copper mines, ladies and gents. Can he get another one down? Yes, he can. Oh, my. He's going to have to try and salvage some of these villas, which he has managed to. How many villas has he got? He's got 15. 15 villagers. Sheikh, on the other hand, has 32. Double the amount of villagers. He now has the entire main island of Horn here, and he's going to be clearing up, once again, a few more villas on the map. And I would suggest to Sheikh to get a few outposts. This TC is actually going to do a good job here. Sheikh actually popping out the culverins onto the island with his Corollians. And now he's going to start to siege this ninja base. I don't think there's anything Osteo can really do now. He's lost his frigate. He has got another dock built down, but it's looking like his eco is tapped out. He hasn't got a card available. Do see still some remaining Corollians on the main island here. Osteo just going to be really annoying with that, but yeah, we're going to be getting down the TC here, ladies and gents. It's going to be happening. Pretty crazy. I like the ninja base idea. It would have worked.
Move. Why don't you move, Arunga?
It would have worked if he had like another frigate, or if he had an outpost maybe that could have helped siege. It would have definitely worked here. Unfortunately, yeah, that TC is going to go down. And there is the GG, ladies and gentlemen. Pretty impressive. Like that. A lot of metagaming going on here, says Morlazan. How are you doing, good sir? Yeah, that is pretty entertaining. Pretty darn entertaining. Do you know what I was hoping for? I was maybe hoping for too much. I was hoping that Osteo would actually come back. And I was thinking that he might, like, sort of build on both of these islands and actually come back and win the game. That's what I was hoping for. That would have been one of the best Swedish Mirror Rex. Is this the best out there? Swedish Mirror games that we've seen. I'll leave that for you guys to decide. But definitely a very entertaining game from both players. Interesting strat from Osteo. Really going heavy, opening up with an immediate coin crate in age 2. Double racks opening with the Corollians there. That's quite unusual. Don't normally see that. See the economy here. 23.5 versus 26 here for Sheikh overall. And of course the resources gathered. So both pretty much neck and neck here for quite a considerable amount of time. And you can see Sheikh investing in that eco just a little bit more earlier on. You can see he's just slightly ahead for the remainder of that. Does drop down a little bit when he loses quite a few torps as Osteo does get into age 3, but then manages to take off.